feeling good? Don't mind that. This is just video of me doing school, like. I don't know why I'm filming this, but I am. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just using mine out of battle of some sort. Making this. It's supposed to be me. Don't know. And form B. Let's see. Then form B. What do you mean? Looks like I need to go back. You Slade. I want it bloody loud. Okay, there you go. Yes. Yes, well, why is it taking so long to load?
My name is Ms. Cobb, and today we're going to be talking about waves. Our objectives for today are to identify what gives ocean waves their energy. We're going to describe how an ocean wave can erode a coastline away. And then finally, we're going to identify different features that can result from deposition by waves. So first, let's talk about how waves form. At rock, it's actually going to the ocean, just because it's eroding away a little slower. It's going to wear away a little bit slower. If there is wear away a rock, sediment within of the water, and that's what we consider a breaking wave. Anytime a wave is hitting a coastline, there's going to be erosion. There are two main kinds of erosion. The first is by the crashing of the water again and again on the rocks, and that's going to break away the rocks. The second is called abrasion, and this is the sediment within the water hitting the rocks over and over again. And just like sandpaper will eventually wear away a rock, so will the sediment inside the water. If there is a part of the land that's a little bit harder than the surrounding land, then it's going to wear away a little bit slower.
Yes, load. Take your time with your loading. I just saw something better. shows a headland and a B shows a headland, and that is formed when the rock in one area erodes away slower than a headland. A head I don't get it. Why is it running so slow with so fewer tabs? It's a significantly bigger amount of tabs and grind faster. Okay, kind of here. Yep, there's grammar there. Gotta delete that. All I'm sending is this. And a headland is formed when there is rock that's softer that erodes away around harder rock from the crashing of the waves, causing water or sediment to crash against the rock, loosening it and then it moving away. Waves cause a headland to shrink as time goes on, and it can be changed over time by the shape eventually changing due to the varying rock hardnesses and resistances to erosion. This can be predicted wait a minute. Alright, never mind. By where each taking various rock samples. Why am I in math now? What happened? Where am I? Okay, never mind. Taking rock samples in various locations and then using the different variations in the hardness of the rocks to determine how it will look later on. Nothing about hurricanes was even mentioned here. Hurricanes produce large wind forces, and wind is what causes waves, and such large amounts of wind will cause large amounts of waves and high wave heights. No. Large waves. Ocean waves can cause erosion by sediments hitting rock, and the water itself hitting rock can also cause erosion. Rock can be eroded by sediments within the ocean water hitting the rock, or the water itself hitting the rock. I am... Non-farm C. Wow, that's a lot of sweat. Load of sweat. Oh man. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's my new tree. Oh, the places to be a tree. Ah. Yeah, evaporated. Landform C is formed from a longshore drift, and that is the result of deposition. F is I thought. Landform is a headland, and a headland is formed when rock of two different levels of hardness is in one spot that gets eroded, and the soft rock gets eroded, while the harder rock is left behind. Yay. Landform E. Yeah, I think it's a spit. Yeah, it looks like a spit. I guess that's fun. What's this? one thing I get. Then get back to the video. Wait for it to... Actually, no, that I took off the camera. It loads quite faster. Ooh.
When the waves hit the shoreline, they don't always hit it at a 90-degree angle. Oftentimes there's currents going parallel with the beach. And so what happens is, as it comes in, it will drag the sand down. And that's called longshore drift. And that's how we can end up with miles and miles of beach. We also get, from longshore drift, what we call spits. And spits are any time the land curves and the longshore drift keeps going. So you end up with a spit of sand that goes out into the ocean. We also have sandbars and barrier beaches. And this is when there is so much sediment built up into the wave that it has to deposit it before it...
Sandbar. Just some tape. Sandbar spit. I'd say a spit. E shows a spit, which is formed from a long drift that projects like a finger out into the water. As an ocean moves from deep water to shallow water, it will gain friction, which will cause the wave to lose speed, and also it will lose sediment that is in it if there is a certain amount of sediment within it when it starts in the deep water. Where do ocean waves get their energy? How's it transferred? Ocean waves get their energy from the wind, and it is transferred by kinetic energy. Yeah, kinetic energy. Yeah, kinetic energy. Yep, I'm sure they have finished this exercise. Yes, 100. Can't wait till it does MC. Go to news. He confused next. So I must be doing school. Got a 100 on my science. And no, I'm not joking. See, it says 100. I genuinely go to 100. Science is my subject. Which is great because science can actually be something that really impacts your future. But also math also can be something that really impacts your future. History, not that much. Doing art, not many people have lives where that affects it. Same for grammar and other various subjects. One thing I see a lot on the internet is schools not teaching people how to do things like taxis, which is very vital. But yet they'll teach you a whole bunch of stuff that you're never going to use in your life. Teach you a lot more stuff that's not going to be useful in your life than they do that's actually going to be useful. It's also a phrase I see thrown around the internet a lot. Yep.
Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I'm not sure.